Hello, my friends. My name is Dadcraft73, and welcome back to another episode of our 1.15.2 Vanilla Minecraft Let's Play series. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I hope your family and you and everyone that you care about is healthy and in good shape. And more importantly than that, even, well, I don't know if there's anything more important than that, but that you guys are hanging in there, taking care of what you need to, making sure you're not going to stir crazy. Man, it's rough sometimes. Thankfully, we have sweet, super cool things like video games to keep us going. That's for sure. I said something the other day to Zloy and Zloy XP and Pigglesworth, because I've been like craving like some interaction with people. I mean, obviously I'm here with my family and I love my family to death and we get along great. You know, there's no like drama or anything there. But, you know, you just miss some of your friends and you want to do stuff with some of your friends once in a while. So I was telling them the other day, I actually sent Zloy and Pigglesworth a message on Discord just like, can we please play something together? I don't even care if we record it. So I think we're going to get a little something going on here before too much longer. But it was nice just to spend, you know, an hour or so chit-chatting with those crazy guys just about some ideas and stuff we could play together and whatever. So I'm thankful that we have tools like Discord and Minecraft and things like that to kind of keep us going. It's good. It's good. Good for everybody to have sort of distractions. My wife and kids, by the way, just to let you know what I'm doing out here. I'm out here in the end, obviously. My little thing to get home is right at the end of that walkway. But I'm just over here grabbing a little bit. I got some chorus flowers for our project today, and also got some endstone, or I'm getting some endstone. I want to get some more, and I figured that I would bring you guys in and just chit-chat a little bit while I'm just finishing up some busy work. My server host just restarted the server. I was getting ready to start recording, and then every night at midnight they restart my server for me. So, there's like a job that gets run. So I was like, they start giving you warnings. I don't think it's it's not there. They give you warnings like at the 30-minute mark and then the 15-minute mark. And I was like, oh no, I got to get a couple more coarse fruit. And then all of a sudden I got booted because they restarted the server, or the server restarted, I guess. But anyway, so here we are. It's midnight. It's 12:03 a.m. Just a few minutes after the server came up. Because it's vanilla server, it takes 30 seconds to restart. But it's back up and running. So I am. 3 minutes into this episode, and we have done nothing except jibber jabber. But you know, we haven't posted a vanilla Minecraft episode for a couple days. I went deep into the recording vault where I had some old episodes of Night Terrors that Kimmy and I had done probably 6-8 months ago, and we posted those on the channel. And I've been playing, obviously, Glacial Awakening, but man, I don't know, we haven't played any vanilla Minecraft, and I've been missing it. I tell you what I've been doing is there hasn't been like any crazy burnout, or I haven't been scared of projects or anything like that. I got myself all hooked on watching Marvel movies again. I mean, I've seen them all except for the new Spider-Man, and I'm going to see that, I guess, in a day or so. But or the newest Spider-Man. Anyway, I wanted to watch them chronological, like in the actual order that they were not filmed, but like time period wise. So, like, the first one in that order is Captain America, because Captain America, that movie happened in, like, 1942 is when the movie was, the time period of the movie. And then after that is, like, Captain Marvel, I guess, and then the Hulk, etc., and then Iron Man, whatever. So, on and on we go. In any case, that's what I've been doing, and I've been watching those movies. And you know how you get like all wrapped up into something and that sort of consumes you? Maybe you guys are sort of like I am. Anyway, that's what I've been doing the last couple days. No Minecraft burnout. I mean, I've actually been playing a little bit, just not recording. So now we're back in business. You got to see a little bit of Night Terror action, which was good. That's always fun to revisit some of my fun times with Kimmy. I think we're going to try to find something else to do, she and I, at some point in the near future. But for now, we've got another season, so next time I need a little bit of a break or I get obsessed with something, I think we're good. I think we're good there. So let's talk about what we're going to do. Oh, one thing I wanted to say before I leave. Actually, we can say it as we leave. Right there, I guess. Yeah, okay. let's go back here and like make stairs. Is if you're thinking about getting a Minecraft server, I'm use Bisect hosting for all of my server needs. I have 2 Patreon servers and one modded server in this vanilla server from them. And let me tell you what, I've been super satisfied with their service and their customer service and their responsiveness and all those different things. So if you're in the market for a new Minecraft server, they also have Bedrock servers, and they're reasonably priced. There's a link in the description box of this video where you can click and... Is this the thing that we go home with? Why is it like out here in the middle of nowhere? I don't think this is... Maybe this is the thing. Good grief. Anyway, sorry. If you're interested in or you need a Minecraft server, the fine folks over there at Bisect Hosting will hook you up, and you can click on the link in the description box of this video down below and get a little bit of money off that first month. 25% off your first month's order if you want. So I'm super happy with them, so I just want to make sure you guys know that, yeah, that's an option. Anyway, let's go out of here. Okay. Whew. Let's get on out of here. I don't know what it is about the end. I'm nervous the entire time I'm here. I watch like people doing like end busting raids. And they're like la la la, just like flying around doing whatever. And I am literally a nervous wreck the entire time that I'm out here in the end. Whatever. But we did what we needed to. We got some chorus fruit and we got some end stone, because today what I would like to do is start thinking about sort of the next phase of our railroad, not really railroad project, but next phase of our, well, I mean, I guess technically it is. I mean, it's all Drama's fault. I was perfectly fine just messing around, and then all of a sudden I got 100% addicted to building railroads, and now that's all I want to do, and I want to make, I think this is what we're going to do. This entire base, it's going to be serviced at some way, shape, or form by a railroad, I think. So, yeah, I think that would be awesome, and it's going to be like our own model railroad setup. You ever do that? I mean, there's lots of people that do it now. I have up in my attic right now, like right now, there's a huge box, like maybe like 3 or 4 boxes of HO train stuff, and man, I've always had this desire to have like one of those big layouts, you know, like you put them on like 4x8 sheets of plywood, and then you landscape them and build buildings and all this kind of stuff. I've always wanted to do that, but I've just never had any space really in my house to do it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do it here. I think it's an amazing idea. Sometimes I'm pretty smart, I think. I don't know if I am or not, but whatever. Okay, anyway. So the problem that we have, though, and it is a big one, is we got to figure out where we're going to put our lumber mill, if that's what we're going to build. And then not only do we need that, but we need plenty of sort of real estate around said lumber area to grow lots of trees, because we need storage for logs. We need, you know, sidings to have trains like sitting back over there with logs ready to go. And I also want to grow of course trees, so we can have those blocks that we can mess with and we can use it for building. And yeah. So I don't know exactly. Let's just spend a little bit of time. Man, we're not really getting any work done today. My goal was to start work on tree farms today, and I mean, I think we're still going to be able to get that done. But now, one thing we could do is finish this. That looks so spooky in there. Oh, I love it. Oh man, I don't want to do that. I think it's too awesome. I mean, we don't want the train tracks though going inside our house, right? But we need to get our train over into this area some way, shape, or form. Right. How in the world are we going to get that done? I don't know. I mean, we have this building over there. We still have to do landscaping. Trust me, we're going to have one of these episodes coming up. I don't know what episode it was, but what it'll be. But it's going to be the massive landscaping episode of the world, because we got to get that done for sure. Yeah, we can't really do much here, because this turn Yeah, so this is not really an option. And I don't really want it to be. This really needs to be the maintenance area. We have lots of buildings we can build over here. That's going to look cool. I don't want to grow trees in the desert or the mesa because, or the savanna, because they end up looking ugly, I think, because of the color washout that we have. So I think maybe what we could do, I mean, can we bring it that way? And bring it around. I mean, we could do sandworks out there, quarry. Oh man. Oh, I'm getting all riled up. There's so much fun stuff to do when you start talking about trains, especially if you're like a train enthusiast, I guess. I think I said this before, where I grew up in Pennsylvania, right above our house not too far from our house was like a plant that had anyway, it was like a big rock quarry, and they mined rocks out of the mountain and crushed them up and made materials out of that. And then so there was a train track that serviced them, of course, that plant. And if I walked up the hill from behind my house, there was train tracks, and I spent many of hours just walking along the train tracks with my buddy of mine that grew up there, or by myself, or doing whatever. There's a tunnel up there. It was awesome. Anyway, so it just reminds me of, being a kid, I guess. So I think what we'll probably have to do, because we really can't do anything over there, if we're going to truly extend our train system, then I think we're going to have to come through this mountain. We have to come through this mountain. We have to build a bridge over the water, because we're going to come through like here or wherever, way down there. We're going to build a bridge, and then we've got to cut it back towards the base to get ourselves over there somewhere, like in those plains, like, right? So we can actually grow the trees. Man, think of how much fun this is going to be to build all this stuff out. Oh man. Okay, so I guess that's what we need to do. I mean, even though I love this thing down here, I mean, this is amazing. Oh, there's a skeleton there. That's how spooky it is. I think we just need to finish it on out through the other side, like literally straight through the other side. Do I have any arrows? No, I don't even have a bow. It's in my ender chest. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to push this tunnel through to the other side, which will be cool in itself, right? Because we could put some lights in there and do whatever. And I've got some ideas for some decoration on the inside tunnel walls. And then we go out the other side, we build a train bridge, and then we start turning our tracks and we head them back this way. Right? Right. Okay. So I know exactly what I need to do. I'm going to get to work on digging a big hole. Do we want to do one of those high-speed time-lapse things? Probably, because that's super cool. Let's go over here and kill this guy, first of all. Hello. It looks so spooky. It looks like literally we could jump off the edge there. Concrete. Anyway, let me get all this stuff cleaned up. I want to go empty my inventory. I want to get some torches. I want to get some other light. Some other ways to, I just need torches, I guess, not other light. That was dumb. But anyway, we need to get some odds and ends, and I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, I mean, that didn't take too long. It was just a few minutes. I mean, I didn't even use the entire durability on a pick. Almost. Old Rest Wrecker-Man, it has certainly been through its... it has done a lot of wrecking, and it's done a lot of getting repaired, and a lot of digging, that's for sure and for certain. Alright, so now, let us pretend that the... whatever that thing... What's it called? whatever, the bottom of the railroad, the ballast, the roadbed, that's what we're going to call it. Let's pretend that the roadbed continues out through this entire tunnel. It's a little weird. We might have to do a little bit of cleanup work. I think we're going to do some stone work, though, inside this thing to make it look better. So I think we may end up just boxing it off and then building our own curve, if that makes any sense. Okay, and then we're just... So this is where the roadbed is going to run across. We're going to need to get some gravel and some other little odds and ends. I think what I need to do is take all of that prismarine that I have in those shulker boxes and empty it, and then head out to our gravel mountain biome. If I can remember where that thing's at. It's a long ways away through the nether. That's for sure. I've got to do a little bit of work up there anyway, but we could run out there and get tons of gravel, and then we have plenty of stores. Okay, so I think this is exactly what we want. Now, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do from here. So let's just pretend. Well, actually, let's run this out to here. Hello, little bunny. Why are you jumping around over there? Okay, so then this is where I guess we're going to have a bridge, or we could terraform just the embankment up. Yeah, we might do that instead of building another bridge. And okay, so let's just pretend we're going to do that, and then the roadbed will just continue out here. So we'll just go ahead and go like this. Okay. Okay. It's going to be nighttime. We have to go sleep soon. Let's go sleep in hopes that that tree will somewhat... The leaves will decay. Alright, let's go sleep. Oh, it looks so good. Look at our train out there. Yeah. Oh, I love this game so much. Okay. Alright, so let's go back over here. And then we just got to figure out where, like, do we want to go out in the desert? I don't necessarily believe that we do. Okay. So we're going to terraform all of this side over here. We'll make it so it's like a, like a raised area. That's what they do. So they don't build a bridge over every little low area, especially when it's not a river, right? There's no water. And that's just the river goes out through there. So I don't know if we're actually going to encounter the river or not. Are we going to? Yes, so we will certainly have to build a bridge somewhere. And then we got to turn it. So where are we going to turn? Do we want to start turning like right here? I think I shaved all this down for dirt. It's too perfectly flat. So maybe we turn it right here. Hello, villagers running around over there, all crazy. We turn it here, and then we run it this way. Oh, that actually might be kind of cool. And then we'll cut through this sand up through the desert, and then we'll be over that way. Okay, so that's how we'll do it. So we just need to get the turn built. So let's chop this tree down first of all. Let's get it out of the way. And then we can know where everything needs to go. And I think what I'm going to do is go off camera and put the turn in. I mean, we've done it enough ourselves. This will be like the third or fourth time. And we're going to build it just like the other ones. Yep. So we're going to go straight through here. And then we're going to... This is probably where the turn will start. So we're going to do a lot of terraforming. That's okay. I'm down with that. And then we're going to turn it this way. And then it's going to cut down wherever the turn happens, like somewhere in here. It'll cut down through there. Yep. I'm going to dig this whole thing up, I think. This is going to give me lots of dirt. Get rid of this whole thing. It's weird sitting over here anyway. This will give us lots of dirt to mess around with. And then we're going to have a super cool tunnel. We got to do some work. Oh, it's going to be exciting. Okay, so let me get this part done. I'll bring you back on the other side. We'll do the tunnel work, and then we'll at least look at the curve. I don't know if we'll be able to get the bridge done today, but we'll see. We certainly want to get the tunnel done. Anyway, let me get back to work. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we're back. Okay, so I've been doing a little bit more work. I got the curve in. I think it looks pretty good. It's just the same curve that we've had, I guess, in 2 other places. This is the 3rd curve that we're using. I mean, I think if something works, we just go with it. But I think we're looking pretty good. Let's just go up here on top of the hills. We can take a look and see. Obviously, next up is going to be a lot of terraforming. We got to take care of some of that business, but we're going to get on that in just a second. So there's our curve. Yeah, it looks good. Same curve as before. And it looks a little bit janky right there where we actually make that official, so we stop going this way and start going this way. But once it gets all of the ties and everything as we've seen before, it looks pretty awesome. So I'm pretty happy with that. We need to go up here and move our beacon because it is crazy terraforming time, which means, so instead of doing, let me take you down here and I'll show you. Do I have any dirt? No, but it doesn't really matter. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm using cobblestone that I mined out of the tunnel as kind of like my, I don't know. I don't know what kind of block it is. Just block. But anyway, so we're going to have, whenever it comes out of the tunnel, we're going to have it slope. I mean, this could probably stay straight if we want to. But my thought is, remember, there's going to have to be a piece of gravel right there and a stair, right? So these are going to have to be essentially like this if we're going to be straight with it. Okay, but starting here, what we're going to do is we're just going to gradually slope this thing down till it meets the ground. Okay, so it's going to be more pronounced like out here. So if we go out here somewhere, let's see, let's go like right here. So gravel there, right? Stair there, and then we're going to just slowly work this thing down. So it's going to have this sort of like a hump, right? So what they did when they built the railroad, right, is they just pushed dirt up. They're like, oh, we're coming through a low spot. Let's just go ahead and make a mound, right? So they make a mound that's sort of going to follow this thing around, you know, somewhere in that vicinity. It's going to look kind of like that and go around. And then it's all going to be dirt in there, dirt and whatever we end up making it down the road. But that's how we're going to handle. And then I think this side is just going to feather itself. I might even bring this side all the way up and just add it into the mountain, right? So let's see. So if we look at this guy, gravel there, stair there, and then maybe we can just go like this and make this just dirt. Yeah? Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And so we're just going to just sort of blend it in. I mean, that's really what terraforming is, right? We've just destroyed a whole bunch of this crazy mess. And then we're going to sort of make it look like it was meant to be there. We also have to figure out if we're going to build a bridge over this little part of the river. I mean, it's really not that much. But then again, we could make it down the road. So maybe we do want to build a bridge. We're sort of out over top of it already. If we do, it's going to be something super simple. So this is where our road bed sort of comes back together. This is the straight section, and we're going to run this thing. Actually, while we're here, let's just take a walk and see where this thing is going to end up. Well, we could technically do. Let's go back up here. Okay, let's do this. Let's eat something. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah. Oh, dang it. Oh man, I'm bad at landing on stuff. Okay, let's try this again without all the bad landings. Okay, so if we go along here, this is going to go straight across. All right, let's just start right here. So we go straight across this little bit of water. Yeah, I think we will have to probably build a bridge. But the good thing about it is it's just going to be like a regular kind of shaped bridge. And it's going to keep going straight all the way to here. Okay, then we're going to have to clear. This has to be all cleared down. And I think that's cool. There's like, I mean, that's how, so the railroad, when it was building, the goal was to never go up if it could absolutely, because it took a lot of extra work, right? A little extra, took more fuel, it took more power, the train went slower, etc. So if they could avoid going up a hill, they would essentially avoid it at all costs. So what they would do is they would cut through these parts of the mountain. So if there was a mountain that they couldn't get through, I think I want to pick that up. No one else to. Oh, we'll just do it that way. That's fine. I'm going to get this sandstone if we can, and then we're just going to cut through. So where they could, they would just cut through. If they couldn't make a tunnel, if it wasn't high enough to make a tunnel, they would just cut through. Because they didn't want to go, you don't go up, and your train doesn't go up and down. They want to keep it as level as possible. Okay, so then, once we get out here, yeah, so we're going to have to figure this all out. So we may have a big clearing job. I mean, the other option that we can do is take the desert, like starting like over here somewhere, and just cut the whole thing back. Because that's pretty much level. That's the right level over there, or almost. Yeah? And then, all right, let's just run over here, and then I've got to go back to work. Man, we're trying to make this episode too long, but you know how it is when I start doing stuff. And then we're going to bring it all the way across the desert. Then we're going to have one more turn, and we're going to bring it right in here. And that means up here on this hill is going to be our sawmill. Which makes sense, because that's where we've been farming wood, essentially since day one. Okay, so that means we've got a long stretch of track to make, and a lot of clearing, and a lot of messing around. Oh, man. You know I'm up for it, though. All right, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to move my beacon down here, because I want to... Well, I think what I'm going to do is do some terraforming first. I'm going to fill in as much of this with cobblestone as I possibly can, and then come back over with dirt and feather it in to make it look halfway decent. And then I've got my Goofy's Touch pick here, because Silk Touch, because I want to Silk Touch all this stone so I can turn it into stone brick. Got to clear it out anyway, and that way we're going to use it to make our tunnel. Yeah? The only thing we have to worry about, let's go measure something real quick. I'm getting to work immediately. So if I go, like, under the tunnel proper, so that's rail. So 1, 2, 3, no. This one doesn't count. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Don't go crazy, Elytra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's all I care about. So because that our locomotive out there is 7 blocks tall, so that'll give us 9 blocks of clearance that we have. So that means we can play. We at least in the middle has to be 9 blocks, so we can probably make a little archway through there, which will look pretty cool. Okay, let me get to work. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Okay, so I've got this all done. I think it looks pretty good. We just have to figure out what we're going to do for the bridge across the water. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do there. Part of me just thinks we should fill it in, but it's awful deep. And I think that might be a waste of resources when we can build probably just an easy little bridge that goes across it. I know that we've got all these kind of different bridge styles, but I think that's okay. I mean, I grew up in an area, as I've said before on many occasions, where there are tons of trains, and there's all different kinds of bridge styles. It's almost like the guy who was designed the bridge was like, hey, I want to use this kind today, and that's what they did. So I think this is what we'll do. We'll probably just make a little one arch bridge to just cross that little short spot. But I can work on that whenever, or we could do it together. You know how it is. But we got all of our all of the roadbed in, all the ballast taken care of. We've got all the ties. We've got some nice landscaping. Yeah, sort of took away that big hill that was right there, filled it all in with dirt to make sure there was no stone there, and now we've got ourselves a nice little area over here that we can maybe do something. I don't know. We're missing some parts for this railroad. I mean, that is a steam locomotive. We don't even have a water tower. We got to get that taken care of pretty soon. But anyway, and then on this side, we've just sort of raised up this side of the hill to match, and it still looks awesome. It looks like literally they came along here and did exactly what I did, which is smooth down the thing a little bit. I think it's perfect. Now we just need to extend this out the rest of the way, do some more landscaping. I think between the episodes, I'm going to try to get a lot of this like cut back. You know, it's got to go up that way. This can all be cleared out, and then we'll be ready next episode, hopefully, to get this track extended all the way, maybe build that bridge. Who knows? But first, let's go sleep through the night, because, you know, it wouldn't be us playing Minecraft if we didn't have to sleep as soon as it started to get night, as soon as we started recording. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a dirt platform up here because we've got to start working on the arch for the tunnel, and that's the last part of this project. We know from measuring our rolling stock down there, it's got to be at least 7 blocks high, and we're going to try to make it 9 if we can make it. So I think what we're going to do, I've got all kinds of building materials here. I'm going to put this guy down real quick. We'll move him in a second. Let's get myself some of these. Okay, perfect. And I think we can fill up this. I mean, this is plenty wide, right? So it's going to be a block wide. So we're going to have the whole interior wall, because that's what you do, I think. Yeah. I think so. I think because it's going to look good. I mean, that's going to be a lot of work, but if we can get this kind of worked out, then we can do the rest of it, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so this block right here is the center, so we're going to take this out, and I want to replace it with something. It doesn't matter. This is fine. Just a block like that. Now, what we have to do is we have to connect these together. So I think what we are going to do is just do something super simple. Maybe just like this. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll do 1, then down 1. And then how many is that? 2. Okay. Let's go over here. And then... Okay. And then I have various stairs. So let's put, so we can rough this thing up a little bit. Maybe this is a good stair. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Maybe this is a broken up one, and this is like that. Okay, so now I want to see what this looks like, and I think we might have to tear down all of our scaffolding. So then we're going to fill this all the way back. So we still have, right from the center here, even from this block, there's enough clearance for that train to come through, I think. Let's validate that, because we need at least 7 blocks above the track to make that happen. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Tear down these. I know I should be using those crazy scaffolding blocks. Man, I'm so old school. I mean, I've been doing this for years and years and years. I don't know. So let's see. Is this under? Right here. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So this right here, even if that train comes right down through here, it won't be off center, but it'll still pass under this. This is fine, because that train is going to tail off. You see it, right? And they just made these tunnels just big enough for the rolling stock. So that means we can't make any more rolling stock that's going to be more than 7 blocks high. So, all right, let's go out here and take a look. Nope. I don't like it. So we got to fix this. This is no good. So we want to go like this. And this is actually going to make this thing even a little taller, which is going to be perfect. We're going to have to eat something here in just a second. I want to take this out, this out, this out. Okay. And then I want to do something like, do I have anything that's a slab? Yeah, like this maybe. That's fine. Put him right there. Yep, and then I think we're going to take this out, and we'll replace that with stairs. Nope, not that way. Okay, so we want like an arch, but we don't need to go all crazy. Now let's break these up. Oh man, between the clips there, I went over to the gravelly mountain biome and raked in a ton of gravel. I have a double chest full of gravel now. I was so tired of not having any that I just went and got a bunch. Yes. Yeah, I think this feels a little too sharp, maybe. Okay, hold on. Where's my stone cutter, first of all? Let's get that bad boy down. And let's cut some of these. Yeah, that's fine. And let's cut some of these. That's good too. Okay, perfect. All right, so we got to fix this now. Let's want to sort of flatten out this curve a little bit. It's too much. Too much. I think we just want it like that, maybe. Maybe even without. We also want to get rid of this, and we're going to replace it with one of these. Just because. Maybe that for now. Okay. All right, let's go across. Okay, and what do? We took out all of these. Yeah, that's better. I don't think we need those stairs in there. Sometimes I think stairs are too... I mean, I love stairs, but at the same time, I think maybe sometimes in arches, they end up not looking so good. Just my opinion. So let's go and take a look this way and see if that's what we want. I'm down. I just want it to be subtle. Yeah, I think that's fine. No, it's not. It's really close, though. We're going to make one more small change, and I think we're going to be good to go. I just said I don't want any stairs, but I do want... Oh, hey. I do want a stair here and here. Okay. Let's see. Where are my stone brick stairs? Like so. So. Yeah, just to widen that center part out a little bit. I think that's what we want. I'm hoping that I don't need to put some slabs in or whatever. I'm hoping that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. Hey, Dadcraft, next time you start recording, oh, hey, you should have, like, a whole thing already worked out. Yeah, I know, but I don't, so deal with it. All right, let's go over here. Okay, put that in like that. Yeah, better. Better. I think that's going to be what we want. Okay. All right, one more look-see, and then it's going to be off-camera time to start building. Thank you for... yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. And then we're going to bring this all the way down to the floor, like so. Yeah, we're going to have to get those chests out of there. These are all empty, I believe. Yep. Let me just put those guys in like that. And that is going to be the inside of our tunnel. And then we could also put some lights in there. Don't worry, we have room in the ceiling that we could put some lights if we needed to. But most likely we're going to go along the wall, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do there, or what I've done at the end of this episode, because we are super long. So let me get back to work. I'm going to get this all taken care of. I'm going to fill in all of the blocks along the ceiling and the walls and get this all done. We are going to, by the way, in our typical fashion, it's not just going to be cobblestone wall. Like every once in a while we'll have like one of these, and maybe like, you know, one of these, stuff like that, you know, holes and pock marks, and we're gonna have some cobblestone and maybe a slab once in a while so we can see some of the dirt behind, you know, because it's anytime that anything lasts, it doesn't have to necessarily be like old and crumbling. It just has to be, you know, it's been around for a while. It's gonna be awesome. Let me get to work. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we're back. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with what we've got going on here. I mean, we made a tunnel, that is for sure. We changed the other side up. I'm going to go over there in just a second, but I think this looks really good. I mean, there's no question that what that is. This is old, an old train tunnel through the mountain, coming out the other side. We're going to be heading over there to our lumber processing center. Oh man, it's going to be amazing. I have some ideas for some builds. It's going to be good. My villagers still okay. Here's what we did inside. The walls are sort of pockmarked, and every so often, which you can't see unless you look straight on. So it's just like a stair. So there's a sea lantern behind there, right? And then a stair. And every so often, anytime you see one of these little squares, there's like a sea lantern in there. And you can't see it if you look straight down. So there's no like... And it just looks like another, you know, hole in the wall, but it gives us enough light. There's no torches in here, so this is completely lit up. And even at nighttime, it looks pretty cool. It's pretty lit up. Looks all right. And then here's what we did to the other side. I'm going to take my bed away here, and we will fly down. So the tunnel entrance before. So let's do story time. So where I grew up, there's a train tunnel right above our house. We walk up straight up through the mountain, up the hill. It's a good ways, maybe I don't know, 300 or 400 yards. But then you get up to the top of the mountain, and there's a train tracks that go over to the mill that is not far from where I grew up. But anyway, there's a tunnel, and when they blasted the tunnel, they took all of the extra stuff and just sort of piled it around. And you can find those big, huge pieces of like boulders and stuff like that. And the top of the tunnel is just littered with them, where I don't know what they were doing, but it's crazy. It's like all around and then off to the side. There's lots of where they put the waste from the inside the tunnel itself. So, and if you ever walk through that tunnel, which I've done a couple times, that's exactly what the inside looks like. It's all like checked and places where the the stone is like falling down, and oh, it's awesome. So there we go, and I tried to recreate that, and I think I did an okay job. I didn't want it to be perfectly symmetric, so it's a little canted to the left, and I'm okay with that. I think that looks good. And then if we fly through, we come out the other side, and we turn around, and then here's the other side. We can see straight through. I love it. I love it. I think it looks really good. And now we are ready to make the turn. So I think next time we will make the little bridge, which will take just a second. And then we're going to work on extending. I think between the episodes, I'm going to try to get all of my terraforming, like my clearing out that I need to do. So next time, let's build the bridge, and then we'll extend out the railroad tracks all the way down here. We're going to have to make another turn somewhere in this vicinity, and then let's start working on our lumber yard. Yeah, so it's going to have train access. It's going to be amazing. I love it so much. Oh, man. Sorry for not having vanilla episode for a couple days, but, like I said, we got all hopped up watching Marvel movies, and now I'm essentially done with those, so I'm back. I'm back to recording vanilla Minecraft along with Glacial Awakening. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my 1.15.2 Vanilla Minecraft Let's Play series, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.